Hi, I'm Veronica Lee. This weekly transformational forecast is for the week of June 7th, 2021. I am not an astrologer. As an intuitive, I bring information in from more of a collective consciousness, and I also know a tiny bit of astrology, enough to use the energies to explain what I'm about to share with you. We are in the sun sign of Gemini, Gemini being the twins, and there are a sense of two, right? Push-pull, this, that, that can feel very opposite. And we are also in Mercury Retrograde, which, if you haven't heard, can kind of mess with our sense of communication, transportation, this sense of, having, the momentum to go forward, but being pushed back a bit. And it's like, hey, what's going on, right? Retrograde, going back. What's happening with us collectively is we are learning to shift our awareness in so many ways to a slower pace. And in the past year, during the epidemic, where we're trying to slow things down, or pandemic, whatever they're calling it, we learned to sort of step back out of have to, and now things are starting to move forward, and it's almost like there could be a feeling of, chomping at the bit, waiting at the gate, ready to just go out there and shoot and be in the world again. And there's another part from a soul position that has been really getting used to practicing this slower pace. As we know, we live in a world that is so go, 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 go. Is that enough? No, keep going, right? There's extra over the top achievement. There's, 24 hours in the day, and then you'll hear people say, well, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. What do you want to do with that day? And I'm not saying it from how do you want to fill it? It's how do you want to make room around that day? Moving forward, there is this energy of pushing back, but there's also that energy of I want it all. I want to go out and be, extroverted, and yet I'm needing this sort of introverted aspect. So that's that energy of both. What we are trying to do, first of all, and I've been speaking to this for a while, is slow down to take a look at a lot of our wounds and really process, and heal this shadowy stuff that's going on within us. And because this is generational stuff, a lot of the energies that are holding us back, a lot of our shadows are not just ours, they are from, generations past, whether it be in how we were raised in our upbringing, or hooked in our DNA, right, in our genes. So we're trying to clear a lot of that, and it takes mindfulness, it takes gentleness, it takes love consciousness, and it takes time. So I'm not saying you have to wait till you're all fixed and everything has turned to light in order to proceed, but to recognize that when we're doing a lot of deep inner work, we may not have the energy to feed and keep pushing for the outer world stuff. So just be mindful of that urge, of that wanting to kind of get to the next level, to process something, to create something, and instead ask, how can I start to pull back and stay in that softer place of not being so jarringly busy, but instead to cultivate more spaciousness, more time for yourself, and maybe even start to shift the mindset that allows you to say so-called have it all, but in an all new way, right? That we can have what it is we want without this belief that it's go, 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 work, 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 push, 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 do, do, do. So how are we able to bring and draw into us that which we want at a pace that really works well for the human? It doesn't mean it has to be slow, but is more suited to being human, so we can enjoy the exquisiteness of the experiences and have the wherewithal inwardly to truly appreciate it, because we're not dealing with so much of the heavy, shadowy stuff. So enjoy what's unfolding as best you can. Try not to be too critical, and as best you can, try to slow down a bit and take advantage of the gentle unfolding of what's to come.